All right, everyone. I already spoke of Venezuela. Now we got to speak about Haiti again because of Anderson Cooper being a total moron on the issue. According to Anderson Cooper, talking to like Conan or some other vapid late night dude. According to Anderson Cooper of CNN, of course, so he's legacy media, solidly speaking. He's a propagandist. Some people claim he was in the CIA. Maybe, I don't know. Or that they put him in that position. They use him as a puppet. That's possible. According to him, Haiti is rich. Yeah. Oh, I was in Haiti. You'd never see a more rich group of people. Yeah, they might be desperately impoverished. They might be eating dirt cakes. There might be prevalent rape and human slave trafficking and everything else under the sun. Shortages of food. Low income. Everyone drinks dirty water unless they're part of that lucky 1% that actually has electricity. The whole country has been laid waste to by an earthquake and then by groups like the Clinton Foundation coming in, parasitizing the population and not doing what they were supposed to do, on paper at least. Red Cross never building them the homes promised, and no real effort to alleviate the poverty in that country. But they're rich in spirit. They're rich in culture. Yes, they have a very vibrant culture. The problem is that, few of them can enjoy that culture because they're fucking desperately impoverished. When 1 in 10 people in your population is enslaved, that's not a recipe for success, Anderson. And it's nice, it's fluffy and cute and sounds warm and comfy and noble for someone who makes a 7-figure salary and wears a $1,000 suit to go on a late night show and do a fluff piece about how much he enjoyed playing soccer with the little Haitian children. That doesn't alleviate the fundamental situation where a lot of those kids, if you were to go back and visit now, would be dead from cholera or malaria, or they got enslaved, or they got their head lopped off. So, yeah, okay, go ahead and go there. Go there without an entourage, without any armed guards, without a translator, without your medical staff, I assume. Go there without CNN to provide cover for you. Just go there on your own for a week and don't stay in the ritzy neighborhood, the one place where the Clinton Foundation set up, and so now there's a 5-star hotel. And across the street is the Red Cross and the $100 a plate authentic Haitian restaurant. They even serve $50 dirt cakes, but they've got gold leaf on them, so it's okay. Don't go there. I mean, go to the slum. I mean, go to the slums of Port-au-Prince. Go out into the wilderness a little bit, into some small village where people have no electricity, no running water, little food, and little hope for the future. Then I see fluff pieces from the legacy media. Oh, this Haitian immigrant, sir, went to West Point. Now he's a cadet. He's graduating. Look, he's crying tears of joy. That's wonderful. Not a lot of Haitians are going to get that opportunity. And by the way, it's not our nation's responsibility to provide that here domestically. We could provide it over there. Yeah, there's plenty of generosity to go around. The problem is we've let groups like the Red Cross and the Clinton Foundation march in and ruin their country even worse. That's not generosity, it's stupidity. It's basically bilking their country, keeping them poor by saying, oh, local farmers be damned, let's give them MREs. I like a good MRE too. I'm glad I don't have to subsist on them on a daily basis. Anderson Cooper will go over and he'll spend a little bit of time with a hand-picked crowd of Haitian children that there's some local minister dragged out. He took the top kids, the kids that weren't so impoverished, not the kids that are racked with malaria or being used as sex slaves. He trots them out to shake Anderson's hand and then sing a tribal song, and it makes Anderson feel warm and fluffy. Well, fuck that. That's not full immersion. Why don't you go live with a Haitian family for a week and see if you even survive? You can't. They're getting used to the water situation there with all the bacteria in it. They can sort of stand it without dying. You probably can't, weakling. Hell, you wouldn't even be able to go to like backwoods Appalachia for a week here in the United States, let alone to Haiti. That's the other part. I found it funny when the left was reacting to the Haiti thing. They were like comparing it to the dirt floor, barefoot in the kitchen sort of stuff here in the United States. It's like, that's sort of the point, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of misery. There's also misery here. We should probably focus on it before we worry about other countries. At the very least, though, we shouldn't let the Clintons move in and bilk their country and make it worse. I don't wish any poverty and misery on any group of people in the world, except maybe avowed communists, who enslave people and make them miserable and stuff. But as for the Haitian people, I mean, I feel sorry for them because I'll put yourself in their shoes. Okay. Your country's already kind of on the skids. You know, it's basically, most people live in slums. There's some running water that you have kind of enough to eat most of the time, but there's not a whole lot of a future. Your nation isn't exactly heralded as the cradle of Western civilization, let's face it. Then an earthquake hits, wipes out half the homes in your country, you know, sort of a Nepal situation, I guess. So you got a bunch of damaged and ruined buildings. Unemployment that was already high now is above 50%. A lot of people turn to enslaving other people, running drugs, or killing for hire in order to put food in their kids' mouths. Prostitution, doing drugs addiction, and you know, all of these things. People start eating dirt in the most literal sense to supplement their diet, just to have something in their stomach at the time to get rid of the gnawing hunger pains. Wouldn't you be a little bit sad in that situation? And then the Clintons come and say, oh, no, they just help you. And they pose for some fucking photos with the little Haitian children. And then they just sit around doing nothing. Or worse than nothing, they get involved with the cartels there and say, hey, yeah, we can get some money to your neighborhood. We're going to need that heroin, though. We're going to need some coke. Yeah, all that good ganja. Don't worry, we can get in through Miami. Look, we control customs and enforcement, so we can get through. It's all good. We'll put on a fucking submarine. Who cares? You know, the former president of the Senate of Haiti last year came out and said, hey, the Clintons were running drugs from Haiti, you know, at the height here, in cereal boxes. Now, he was a fairly high-ranking politician at the time when the Clintons were intrinsically involved within shipping, I would assume, within Haiti, and certainly had a significant presence there. You know, when Chelsea's going over to shake hands, and Anthony Weiner's in Haiti too, I wonder why, since he didn't at the time hold a position that was commensurate with doing that sort of thing. Wasn't he in a state-level office at the time? Wasn't he fucking a mayor or a councilman or some crazy shit? Why was he there? Oh, because Humo told him to go. I wonder why. Seems like they shared a lot of data on their laptops, that's for sure. Wonder what else they shared. Yeah, I wonder why Huma's still with him. Yeah, it's a marriage of convenience. It's just like the Clintons. They have their own stuff that they do. And, you know, who fucking cares, you know, but then it goes into the realm of selling drugs and humans, so a little bit further. Then they go over there and they shill the entire population. Things get 10 times worse. Yeah, I think I'd feel pretty bad for the Haitians. You know, the Clintons never should have been... You know, when the Clintons show up, your nation goes out the window. When the Clintons come in at the front door, prosperity goes out at the window. You know, a little bit of an adaptation of an old Vermont folk saying, actually. The Clintons are no good for anybody. You know, the Clintons start talking about Libya and then Libya collapses. The Clintons talk about Iraq and then Iraq gets fucked by ISIS. The Clintons talk about anything. When the Clintons start talking about a nation, be assured that nation isn't long for the world, essentially, it seems. Oh, we're going to go in and help these people. Okay. You know, 10 years later, you're going to be doing help forever because that nation will never actually recover. So yeah, Anderson Cooper's crazy. Oh, they're rich in spirit, they're rich in culture. Yeah, it's great. It's fun to watch the kids. You know, they do the shuffly thing that you want them to do because you're actually the one who's bigoted. So you want to see them shuffle around on the sand and be like authentic and black and stuff. You know, most of them probably would rather you give them, you know, a fucking bite to eat or $10, you know, a month's salary in Haiti. Why don't you open up those big 7-figure pockets of yours and shower money in the streets of Port-au-Prince, since you care so much about these people and you want to help them? I don't see you cutting the checks. No, you asked for the little people to pay more in taxes. You know, people who have their own problems. We have to subsidize every other fucking country in the world. People like you can say, do as I say, not as I do, and you don't have to do anything other than show up for a photo op. Isn't that lovely how Anderson gets to do that, how the Clintons get to do that? Give our foundation money, Saudi Arabians. I'm sure that you care so much about the poor, starving Haitian children. Why don't you, while you're at it, donate to the Give Antiretroviral Shots to Gay People Who Got AIDS fund. I'm sure that the nation of Qatar cares a great deal about it. Of course they do. It's self-explanatory, dude. That's about all. Peace out.